Welcome, Dr. Mandell here. Yes, you will enjoy this video. It's quick, there's a lot of content. These are all about commonly asked Q&As that I'm always hearing over and over and over. So I decided, let's put them together, make it fast. So I want you to sit back and relax. And I hope that you enjoy it. Now, many people are really curious about what is the best suitable pillow for our spine, our neck, or our body when we sleep. And the answer is this: there's no magic pillow. The most important thing that you want to do is make sure that your head is in a straight, neutral position as if you were sitting or standing like this. So if I lay on my side, that pillow should keep your head just like you're standing or sitting. We never want to lay on our stomach because we have to turn our head 45 degrees. That puts a lot of stress on our neck and our shoulders. So if you're on your side, the pillow that fulfills the space between your head and your shoulders, as long as your head stays in a straight position, then you're going to sleep healthy. And if you're a back sleeper, the pillow should be low because you do not want your head into a flex position like this. That can cause problems as well. What can we do to help relax our eyes? Now understand that we spend hours and hours and days and weeks and months on our smartphone, on our computer. Look at you right now. And you're spending long times looking at your screens or your phone. That puts a lot of stress on our eye muscles. So understand the 20-20-20 rule. That means that every 20 minutes, you're going to look away 20 feet, approximately, at least 20 feet away, at an object for 20 seconds. And what that's going to do, that's going to relax the muscles, keeping them from over-fatiguing, and it's going to help your eyes. How do we prevent and help correct rounding forward of the shoulders or hunchback? 3 things you want to do. 1, you want to stretch the chest muscles. And by doing so, the best way to do it is you get inside a doorway like this. And what you'll do is you'll lean your body forward and you'll feel these muscles really stretch and open up, because when these muscles are contracted and they tighten, it pulls our shoulders forward. The next thing to do are chin tucks. What you do is you keep your chin level and you want to bring your chin and your head backwards like this. You don't want to extend back. You don't want to do this. You want to go straight back like this and hold it. You can also take a small little towel rolled up, put it behind your head, and just slowly push your head backwards against it with a little resistance. Hold it there a few seconds and relax. And you can do 12 repetitions, 1 or 2 sets, and you can do those every other day. And the last one is hold the towel in front of you. Stand up straight, keep your ears over your shoulders, and just pull the towel outwards. As you pull the towel outwards, the muscles in your back area between the shoulder blades will start to contract and you'll start strengthening those. How to relieve jaw pain, facial pain, or TMJ pain. The TMJ is called the temporal mandibular joint. Every time we open our mouth, chew, that joint sometimes can come off balance. It can be painful. You can get clicking. You can get pain in the face. You can get headaches. That could be a very chronic problem. The greatest things that we can do for TMJ is to massage the muscles called the masseter muscles on both sides of the facial area. If you clench your teeth together, you'll feel those thick muscles contract. They'll get really hard. Go ahead, clench your teeth together and squeeze in your face, and you feel those muscles. Now, you'll relax the jaw, and now you'll go little circular movements, particularly on that one side or both sides, and really get in there and do circular motions on the muscle and strip it. You can strip it long ways, you can go sideways, you can put a moist heating pad, warm compresses in it, and that can really help release that muscle to help your jaw. How do you relieve tonsillitis, irritation of the throat, sore throat? That's a real common problem. From that old bacteria or that virus, that can definitely cause sore throats, and it's very common. One of my favorite ways to get rid of a sore throat And probably one of the simplest and inexpensive ways is to take a warm glass of water to about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. Stir it up and start to gargle. And do that for a good minute or so, on and off. And you can start doing that throughout the day several times. That salt will attack that virus or bacteria and help ease that sore throat. What is the best way to relieve a stiff neck or a sore neck or a painful neck? Well, generally when we have a painful neck, the muscles will be shortened, they'll be contracted. Let's say my pain's my left side of my neck, muscles are shortened. If I come over this way, it hurts. So what we do gently is we take our other hand, our opposite hand, and we'll stretch it. And we'll go across the other side and we'll feel stretching. But this is all I can go. So here's what we do to trick the brain. You'll take your head and you'll push it back into your hand for about 5 seconds, resisting it with your hand. So push against the hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now relax, now pull over more. And you'll see you'll be able to pull over more, your motion will get better. This is as far as I can go. So I'm going to take my head and push it back against my hand, 5 seconds as you resist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll see you'll be able to pull it over even more. That's a technique that tricks the brain to get more motion in that muscle that's going to help you take away that pain. And do that several times a day and you'll see great results. How do you help bad digestion, heartburn, acid reflux? Very, very common because of our poor diets. A lot of enriched foods, processed foods, sugars, that's very acidic. Here's the problem. The problem is that when we eat something, if we're diluting our food too much, that means if you're drinking too much fluid with your food, you're diluting your enzymes. The enzymes are designed to help digest your food. One of the greatest things that you can do is first thing early in the morning, before you eat, you'll take a full glass of water. You'll put 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar if you have it. If you don't, take a half a lemon and squeeze it. You can do both. You can put apple cider vinegar and lemon together, drink it down about 15 minutes before you eat. That will help the stomach's digestion. It will help prevent that bad reflux because that normal acid that your body should have is what tightens up the sphincter. That's where the stomach comes up into the esophagus to keep that food from refluxing. Make sure you do not eat large meals. Do not eat 3 hours before you go to bed. If you have acid reflux, make sure that you put a pillow behind your upper back area to keep your head higher than your stomach. That should help you tremendously. So is it harmful to cross your legs? Does that make your muscles get weaker? No. What it will do, it cuts off circulation. It cuts off circulation to the blood vessels where the blood's getting into the legs, as well as cutting off nerve supply. So if we're crossing our legs and you notice that your leg starts to feel tingly, start uncrossing them. Because if you continue to cross the legs, the body will tell you that there is pressure on them. What is the best thing to do is to walk around. Get up more often. Because those people that spend a lot of time crossing their legs, that can also lead to varicose veins, which is a total separate problem. What is the best remedy to help relax your body, to get rid of anxiety and stress immediately? My favorite method is the deep breath muscle contraction method. Let me explain. You're going to take a deep breath through your nose and fill up your oxygen, all that oxygen into the lungs. And as you do so, as much oxygen as you can get in, and then what you'll do is that you'll start tightening up all the muscles throughout your body. We call this progressive muscle relaxation technique, but what you'll do is you'll tighten the muscles of the face, the neck, the chest, the arms, the legs, the buttocks. You'll squeeze it. You'll hold it there for as long as you can until you run out of that breath, until you have to take another breath. But you'll hold it there maybe 10 seconds when you're holding your breath. So as I'm holding my breath in my lungs, I'm squeezing like this. And then what I want you to do, I want you to relax your whole entire body as you blow all your air out of your mouth. This is what it will look like. Tighten up, hold it 10 seconds, then we'll blow it out of our mouth, and then we'll relax our entire body. Try it. That will kick in your parasympathetic nervous system. You will see a tremendous change. I hope you feel better. What is the best way to relieve snoring or sleep apnea, which is when we have difficulty getting oxygen into our lungs when we're sleeping? And if you're waking up where you're really tired and fatigued, you probably may be snoring or have sleep apnea. One of the most important things is you never want to sleep on your back. If you're on your back, the back of the tongue is going to push backwards into the throat. It's going to block oxygen from getting into your bronchioles and into your lungs. One of the greatest things you can do if you have sleep apnea is sleep on your side, but you must lose weight. Because if you have excessive weight, you're going to have excessive fat in the back part of our tongue and our throat area, which can then start to close in, not allowing the oxygen to get through. Now, if you have a hard time getting off your back, raise your pillow up a little bit higher up. That will help tremendously to keep the airway open. Two very important things you must stop: drinking alcohol and smoking, because both of those will definitely affect the back of the throat and not allow that oxygen to get into the lungs, and that can make the problem much worse. What is the best way to lose weight and burn belly fat? That's a chronic epidemic that millions and millions of people have worldwide. And real simple in a nutshell, these are the things you should be doing. You need to cut out those excessive sugars, those excessive carbohydrates, and those refined foods. Excessive sugars increase insulin. Insulin secreted from our pancreas. When we have too much insulin, we then start storing more fat. And as you start storing more fat, that fat is being laid down around your entire body, not only in your stomach, but everywhere else. There is no such thing as spot reduction. You cannot just do sit-ups and burn stomach fat. You need to start adding more fiber to your diet. Your whole vegetables and fruits. That fiber causes satiety. You need to start increasing the good fats. Your avocados, your monounsaturated fatty acids, your olive oils. Your olive oils are excellent fats, and what they do is they give you more satiety. It slows the digestion or emptying of the stomach into the small intestine. It increases hormones that take away cravings of food. But when we're eating too much sugars, it affects our brain. The hormones and chemicals in our brain start craving more sugars. And that's where the big problem comes in. So, eating too much sugar will increase more fat. It will not only increase more fat, it will increase your triglycerides, your bad cholesterol. And too much sugars can affect your circulatory system, where it raises your blood pressure and can eventually cause plaquing in those arteries, which we don't want to talk about. So all I really care is one thing, is to see you healthy. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends and family. And most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.